NoJokeNHL, and we're here talking about the Los Angeles Kings at the San Jose Sharks Pacific Division matchup here, with the San Jose Sharks having home ice in this because they finished the second behind the Ducks in the division at 111 points. Los Angeles comes in third in the division with 100 points, 11 points behind the pace. Sharks plus 49 in goal differential. They come into this postseason 5-4-1, so 5-5 in their last 10. Kings, as I said, come in 100 points, plus 32 in goal differential, giving up the least amount of goals in the league at 174, but only able to muster 206 on offense themselves. Whereas San Jose on offense, 249 goals. So San Jose certainly with the more prolific offense, but this is the same Kings team that we've seen and know very well the past couple seasons, including the one where they took the title over the New Jersey Devils in the 2011-2012 Stanley Cup. Kings also come in 5-3-2 for their last 10. So so these teams both kind of didn't come in the way they would hope as far as momentum carrying them into the postseason. As far as the price for this series, San Jose Sharks a slight favorite, minus 145. Comeback on the Kings plus 125. The Kings basically have problems winning games on San Jose ice at the Shark Tank, and that's really nothing. That a lot of teams are familiar with not being able to win at the Shark Tank. Although San Jose was not quite as stellar, I think they only gave up two or three losses in all of the regular season last year. Granted, that regular season was 48 games in a strike-shortened season, but they gave up the two or three losses last year. This year they had 11, I believe, in the regular season at home. So. I'm sorry, I think it was 13. I don't have the number right in front of me, but it certainly was well off the pace that they had established last year. So, so the Kings definitely have their work cut out for them. They have to get that win on San Jose ice. So let's look at the 4-max averages for both the Kings and the Sharks. Kings come in at 2.39 for the season on offense, 2.00 on defense. They were number one in the league using 4-max for that. Boston comes in just behind them at 2.07. Sharks for the full season on offense, 2.73 and 2.33 on defense. So certainly no slouch there. And like I said, their offensive output certainly is a lot stronger than the Kings from a full season's perspective. Kings were able to score the maximum in just 18 games, and defensively gave out the max in 13 games, which is very good, the 13 games. In their final 20 games, they scored the max 5 times and gave up the max 4 times. So they kind of found a little offensive scoring punch in the last quarter of the season as opposed to, the first, so they had 5 of their 18 in the last quarter of the season. Defensively, they gave up the max 4 times there, so kind of a mixed signal there as far as, because they gave up only the max in 13 games before those. Like I said, 1/3 of them came up in the last quarter of the season. San Jose scored 4 or more in 29 games on offense this season, and defensively gave out the max 19 games. In their final 20 games, they scored the max 8 and were able to only give up the max just 3 times on defense, so playing better defense down the stretch. Los Angeles Kings recent 4-max form, like I said, for the final 20, 15, and 10 games. So the final 20 games, 2.7 on offense, 2.05 on defense, pretty good there. Final 15 games, 2.73 on offense, 2.27 on defense. And final 10 games, 2.8 on offense, 2.5 on defense. Final 5 games, 2.2 on offense and 2.4 on defense. So they really didn't, let the floodgates open. But certainly their defensive numbers getting a little worse as we slowly go back into the postseason, or as they were working their way towards the postseason. Sharks in their final 20 games, 2.75 on offense, 2.45 on defense. Final 15 games, 2.47 and 2.47, both on offense and defense. Final 10 games, 2.5 on offense, 2.6 on defense, and in the final 5, 2.2 on offense and 2.2 on defense. So nothing really discernible there between the two teams as far as their numbers go. Like I said, goals are going to be pretty hard to come by in this series based on the goaltending matchup between Niemi and Jonathan Quick. So So goals are going to be at a real premium here. Of course, the books are going to be making you lay a premium to play the under. So, like I said, while this series is every game is going to be a likely under, it's probably not going to be one where I'm going to be banking on it, especially even at under 4.5, because like I said, I pretty much have to get at least plus 175, plus 185 on an under 4.5. Like I said, those chances of those coming in are slim and none, even in a series where we're looking at two stellar defenses and two great goaltenders. Like I said, for a game to go 2-2, that makes that 4.5 a loser. So you're playing under 5, that makes it a push where you don't win. So again, this is if anything, this is a glaring example of when to keep your money in your pocket, and and if anything, try to find try to find an over here where you could probably get over 5.5. If the game is lined at 4.5 and you take where you're like plus 150 for under 4.5, that means the over 5.5 is going to be near 2-1 or better. Over 6.5 could be almost 3-1 or more. So I'm not saying that's the play that you need to make. Like I said, that these are going to be likely unders. But at the same time, you have to pay that extra premium. The books know that. So yeah, I mean, my advice and what I do is I just keep my money in my pocket. I mean, if everybody can sit on their couch and go, this is going to be an under, this is going to be a low scoring game, then you better believe the books already know that, and they're going to be making you pay a premium. So be sure to check out the numbers on statintelligence.blogspot. Be sure to check out all these other preview videos that I've done. I appreciate the support you guys give me with these, and I'll keep churning them out. So with that, let's drop the puck. But even more importantly, let's make some money.